I'm going to all in on what is our combo here as FPX. This is Gimgoon taking the L so that then he can set up that team play with this. Chanta Crystal Arrow into the Wukong knockup. Doomby getting a bunch
of walk out of lane and
look at top side. Scout said, hey, you're doing Dragon, we're making plays top.
It's Destiny under turret, the Cyclone used. Double Cyclone will get the knockup, but it's too late. Xiao Shang with first blood and doesn't die. We look towards bottom lane, and I don't think this trade from FPX is going to happen. Nicely done from the solo laners, while Tien may be going to prove me wrong.
Scout has TP though, he has just backed, needs to TP to this bottom lane. You know that this time is event happening.
This is FPX from the playbook we've seen. The equalizer against the turret. Hope's just dead. Mako against the wall will survive for now. Gold card onto LWX who wants to take the portal. Glitches in the Matrix happening there. But FPX still get that bottom side kill.
JJ will be able to level 6 hit for Crisp as well. This could be the perfect setup for FPX.
Oh my god, they're so fast, so quickly there. Hope and Mako once again. Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands, steps on up the equalizer, down with the turret going golden. FPX once again, as Doomby tanks turret, the shock of Hope dying in the end as Gimgoon's getting dove by JJ and Xiao Shang. He survived long enough though. Double Cyclone, Sonic Wave, flashed away from Xiao Shang, gets knocked up, but JJ won't die. Another kill over to the Chameleon.
The Rift Herald got stuck on the creeps that came up, so it means that then it's a little bit of a slower play. Now all this gold is being shared between both Hope.
Up against Camille, who's going to have Ravenous Hydra at some point as well, while Chris is just walking into the river. Caught out a little bit here, he flashes away, but through the magical journey, that takes him nowhere. One more auto needed, flash from Scout to secure the kill, and Tien almost gets caught out as well. Sonic Wave with no resonating strike.
It's difficult for FPX to try and snowball now with the way that the game is positioned itself. Twisted Fate is in this top side of the map, he can shove in super far, and then force someone in FPX to go and collect that wave. Gives yourself numbers advantage.
That's close, hang on. Second Cyclone to come through, TP used, but Gimgoon is about as squishy as a monkey right now. That's what he is. Dead, and Xiao Shang gets the kill. Everyone comes down.
Collapse onto mid-tower while FPX are trying to deal with all their side lanes being taken.
They're being quickly done. Destiny used behind Doom, but he used both summoners before. Kicked back with Chains of Corruption. So much lockdown. And there goes a Chinese rumble flying through the sky as Scout, low health bar, Tempered Fate will lock down Scout. The counterplay from Tien will net back with the nice base breaker. Scout drops. There is a trading kill, and Chanta Crystal Arrow up topside. They want to kill Mako, but he's going to execute to the turret in time.
A lot invested from FPX, though, in a lot of ways for them to deal with these
maps. End of the day as well, and gold will come back to a near even point. Still about 1,000 and a bit over to EDG. Destroys turrets, and Gimgoon at threat of being dove 2 levels underneath his counterpart and 60 CS behind. Available onto LWX, who walks forward with no fear. Exhaust placed down and turret goes down. EDG still Destiny, and they're grouping. Everyone's ult available into the brush, and Chanta Crystal Arrow for the turn. Scout goes golden, but Xiao Shang with a re-engage. Tempered Fate as Gimgoon gets into the back line. Scout dies, even trying to escape, as Xiao Shang with the ulti will now be turned on. A messy fight as Gimgoon draws the attention, but eventually dies. LWX stepping forward, Doomby doing the same. It's Dragon given over to EDG. A Hope who secures now the turn. Xiao Shang is the fed one who needs to die. Doomby sends the fire through, but it's only Chris left standing, and that's all she wrote with a triple to the fed Scissor Lady.
And the Camille pops off. EDG play that fight so well.
Game 1 against FPX, and on death's door at 4 and 7. EDG starting to ramp up and fight for that playoff spot. Remember, Dag,
if you could have a more aggressive play elsewhere on the map, but EDG, they're just using this opportunity.
Pulling away from it, skirting around. You can see that Gimgoon's heading up there himself. Scout's coming down though with Destiny. Xiao Shang's onto the back one. Hex that golden main and splits them apart. The Equalizer does a good job. The ult from Bard does not though. And Xiao Shang is at full health. That flank was sick. EDG win the fight. And Doomby left to flame spit out of this situation.
As Xiao Shang is TP'd for the end. EDG looking so damn clean in this game number 1, and they will close this one out.
8-0-4. The death timers are massive. The rest of the team on their way. And Xiao Shang is that newbie top laner who's only played 2 splits. He was on and off last split. They're like, we got Audi who's better. No. Xiao Shung's 8-0-4, you're playing him in game 2 because he absolutely massacred the world champions of 2019 and sets EDG up for success here in this series.
And he said that EDG was a place where top laners were born, where this is...
Game 1, he was set up to fail this time at a good matchup for the GP. And he's going to be piloting his world skin, as he should. His GP was one of the best topside. The pings are missing. Doomby should know this is coming. At the very least, might have to burn a flash. Gold card used immediately. Absconder duck with the chain lash. The damage is immense. And first blood once again goes to Xiao Shung.
Focus on this Renekton to have impact on this map.
Get that first kill is going to be pretty crucial, as well as right onto Gimgoon once again. On top of him is how you be a nuisance. Meanwhile, Dragon goes down to FPX. And Doomby getting caught out there, just on another note, was pings were getting thrown down by Gimgoon. You know, missing Croc.
Pay attention, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad as underneath turret.
Now make these plays happen.
Because EDG still want to contest either way. And Gimgoon walking down with Sheen. Might be able to stop this one. JJ in the back of the pit, spotted out. Scout running on in, and Chandra's arrow layers down, dodged away from. Gold card at the ready for Scout. JJ smoke screen down. The smite needs to be there. It's flash smited, but Tien's one who picks it up. And JJ waits to summon a Scout for the re-engage. Mako's run up as well. Crisp is the target, and the Leona will be dropping here. Another kill goes over this time to JJ.
They got control of River, they get control of this Dragon. Now Xiao Shung can start his trek back towards top lane to at least pick up this second wave, although he will...
So, that's big. It's onto Mako now. Soulflare laid down. Destiny used by Doomby. This is the first one. And that's perfect. Mako's going down. Unfortunately to Chris, but it's still FPX who make the tempo.
We already talked about you can match this side lane pressure. The problem is that like Scout and Doomby would just end up trading back and forth. It's just going to be a game of ping pong. When you look at Gimgoon versus Xiao Shang, though, Gimgoon will eventually be able to chip away at Xiao Shang's health bar underneath the turrets thanks to barrows, or...
Oh, Soulflare used into the backline with the Zenith play. The ult from center layers down. Chris goes golden, but so does this top laner. Oh, sorry, support, who eventually goes on down. And now, FPX, always the potential for that. I mean, the most optimal GP build is 6 IE. As Doomby might be called out. Scott Duck dodged away from into the smoke screen. Really nicely done Frontier to disengage a fight. While Xiao Shung has teleport down and chances the arrow flying through, and Doomby gets hit. Kastia moves out of the way. Scott abducted. This TF might just sacrifice his life. Tries the Destiny out, but it's way too late. The flash onto Tien means he might be dropping down here as well with one more hit. Winter's Bite with the concussive blows, nails down another, and EDG finally fight back.
They do fight back, but there's nothing for them to take. There's no wave at the moment to try and push in on this bottom side. They have to wait for that to collapse. Gimgoon is trading for a turret in the top side. LWX is shoved in that wave in mid to collect that. So realistically, you've invested a whole heap here as EDG to make that play happen, but you don't really get anything back. You're not going to get
it. Using the back line. Where is he? Scout has taken the Cannon Barrage this time around. Doomby actually moves above. Dragon's pulled out. And Scout still has that Cannon Barrage. Gimgoon has his own.
Scout's Cannon Barrage could be massive here. Xiao Shang trying to get the flank.
It depends. I feel like Doomby's going to do more. Caught out is Mako at half health. The center ult layers down from LWX. Xiao Shang spotted out. Gimgoon gets the barrel trade but doesn't fail as EDG secure the Dragon. Cannon Barrage in the middle. Chris is epically low, but they're stunned up. They can't walk through for now. Gimgoon used his ulti. Collateral damage still available.
Give that bottom lane structure over to Gimgoon.
But I will say, I like what FPX are doing in front of the Baron here, where they've got control of top. They use Destiny. They pull in EDG to the choke, and Tien having a field day alongside Doomby. LWX and Gimgoon short on the path. 5 versus 4. Doomby golden flashes away. The Cannon Barrage is used by Scout. And now in this choke, they just need LWX to line him up, and he does. Onto the backline. JJ trying to carry. Dodges away. Crisp just in time for the Sonic Wave. And FPX now have an open mid to channel through.
Those minions aren't going to stay alive for long, though, and EDG are recalling. You can see at the moment Scout is going to try and cancel those waves in the mid lane. He's going to clear that one out, but mid-inhib will go down.
So they won't end, but inhibitor now open. Gold lead at 4,000.
EDG now have no TPs available.
Destiny used right through mid. JJ going to hop on over the wall. Teleport's being burned by Gimgoon, who will have the setup. FPX want to end the game here. The barrel connection doesn't hit. but LWX does.
EDG, though, moving in
Contest.
to contest.
I mean, Gimgun will have the setup here on the gangplank. Into the pit, they're still not there. Tien secures, but caught on out with the barrel chain. Scout doesn't get the abscond abduct. Goes golden to Xiaoshang for the engage onto the backline, and they do get LWX. Scout's out of the fight, though, so the turnaround is massive. Collateral damage almost burns him down. Xiaoshang in the back of the pit is gold carded, and here comes the Mafia man. In the back, he will die, and EDG lose even more. Still an ulti. Destiny's being used. They're channeling into this pit to get vision. It's just going to be the smite to come down. Baron secured. Scout with the hose to slow. Mako up first and Xiaoshang over the wall, but that's it. It's a free. But here's FPX. Inner turret threatened, and it will drop. But they want to break the inhibitor bottom side as well.
EDG do not want to commit anything here onto FPX because they've all eyes on that dragon. So this is going to be a bit of a dicey role when it comes to trying to defend this turret, because you either commit a bunch of ultimates now to defending the structure and lose the dragon, or you let the structure go and then try and fight at the dragon.
But just look at Gimgun. I mean, he's on the inhibitor. He's on the open inhibitor mid. Destiny's being used. Xiaoshang in for the collapse. Flashes away. Doomby for the support. And Chanika's arrow was used by Hope. But FPX with the Baron up minion, this might not be too bad of a play because bot inhibitor's now going to be exposed.
And that's going to be taken. They can move over here as FPX left-hand side over towards this mid lane. And Hope had just finished his Infinity Edge in the middle of all that ruckus. So he's looking to try and do a little bit more.
EDG takes so much damage even from Doomby at this point. Double inhibitor broken. Infernal Soul 30 seconds. And FPX being real clean about this.
There is Dragon on the board. EDG do not have Hope's ultimate for another 20 seconds. This is a difficult fight for EDG to try and work with.
Scout hasn't stolen an ulti, at least I've seen for a while. Into the back of the pit, will get the GP ulti, the kick there onto Doomby, but nailed down his Ginger. There's no smite available, and the Infernal Soul secured. Now FPX want to blow him up as LWX is healed. Flashes away from Xiaoshang. Meanwhile, Gimgun dealing with the backline access, and Hope without a prayer. LWX gets the lockdown. Xiaoshang with a couple of autos to go golden, and that's the final card. Taken down. We're going to that game 3.
We are. FPX managed to get this cop position executing perfectly and set themselves up for a victory.
33 minutes. Boy, oh boy, was that another thrilling ride. We're a bit slow in the mid-game, but we ramped up to those fights again. Carrie, you got it.
And that's what we were talking about is, look, now you've got Kindred who's super well enabled by this composition that EDG have, because, hey, look, the 1-2 punch time, Tien already looking bot side alongside Doomby. He's walked in the lane. This could be a TP onto the wave.
Yeah, it's double buffs. Cruz ready for the dredge line teleport there, being channeled as well by EDG. It's a flash immediately against the wall. A 2-man Haymaker though from Mako might get crisp. It's a 1-for-1. Tien now fighting his way out. The Haymaker flash from Mako, who carried that fight.
So well played from Mako.
Dragon's being started here on the bottom side by FPX. This should just be taken away. So at the very least, I'm looking at this and going, well, bottom lane control. That's a small win for FPX.
And no surprise.
1600 through the top lane, and Destiny being used. Scout right in front of Gimgun. The disrespect, the dredge line, and Scout with a really questionable play, while Tien does pick up the Rift Herald. EDG used with gold card. Is there enough to follow through? Gimgun gets the slice and dice underneath turret. Scout will eventually get the kill alongside his jungler, while bottom side, the Rift Herald is going to be traded through. So it took a while, but they get it.
And you can see the game plan here. FPX get LWX ahead. EDG are all in on the Xiaoshang hype train. But especially when you're looking at FPX, they want to force as many early gold leads as possible.
Teleport used to a dead, dying turret. The hookshot, wall shot into the wall. Dominus with the Hextech ultimatum. Scout's just back here. Gimgun sending the love.
You don't have any cleanse, you don't have any sort of QSS here for the members of EDG, so you need to be careful. Destiny
used on the other side, but there's a ward there that'll spot Scout out. Flash forward here from Crisp. He gets the engage and Chan across the arrow. A 2-man knockup. Xiaoshang's in on the flank as Hope ulti's in, but the Lamb's respite keeps them topped up. Remember, Doomby shielding is going to be important, but Mako, yet again, pulls them all in. LWX needs to die, though, and Xiaoshang's the person to do it. He's on blinking health buzz, and Gimgun finally gets his revenge. Jeje to poke down, and wow, that was on a blink for that whole fight as Scout and Jeje off to the wing. They don't have mine. Scout, nor flash.
Oh, he stole it!
And he stole it with a Q.
For a big showstopper.
Dagger Destiny
It's not available,
behind
right?
the pit here.
Yeah.
Shield given over to Gimgoon. Baron is paused. Jeje, the engage missed. Chris trying to get the dredge line that could end all. As running into Scout, he's on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift. He used his Destiny. He's going to pass by mid. Ghost was used by Doinby. Remember, movement speed is such a bonus for the corner. This is not going to matter either way because Mako will die here. It's just about what EDG can do to set up for his death. And this was a good flanking angle. But now, yeah, they're just going to leave him. Doinby's going to get the kill. And Mako's down for 30 seconds. Now back to the Baron. Scout just ults closer towards the turret. Xiaoshang is continuing as well. Jeje aiming for the steal, but Baron's going to be given over for an inhibitor turret. That's only just going to get taken. Scout now has to leave, but no inhibitor for the Baron of FPX.
Xiaoshang will take another turn on the way out, though. So overall, we'll have to see how much use FPX get out of this Baron, which might be a little bit tough, especially with where the waves are positioned.
And we'll be going Rabadons next.
FPX, though, sieging up underneath this turret. And you do have Scout here who's got decent wave clear, but he's not in a position. He's actually going for the TP in behind him.
He is. Scout on the rear. Doinby will be the one to spot him out with a control ward by FPX. Inhibitor now exposed. Scout ghosts away. Just in time, Unsealed Spellbook, of course, around the objective. The ping's getting smashed down by EDG. Oh, thank you. Not a second time. I don't think. But you know what this is doing? The waves channeling in, EDG receiving them all. There's 4 out of 5 people with bounties when they're getting pushed for an inhibitor. You just see how much EDG have been farming up as Baron minions pulling in. FPX are like, let's end. The side laners are still there. One Nexus turret goes down. This is going from bad to worse. All of a sudden, 0 to hero as Gimgoon gets Mako. Now on the Nexus turret. What an anticlimactic near ending as Xiaoshang jumps on in. He'll be burnt down, pulled back in. FPX are like, ha, we call you bluff. Easy clap to end this series. Let's hope with the carry onto LWX. The Lamb's response late, but never mind, it's enough. FPX don't deal with your crap. They just run it down mid.
Why didn't they back? EDG are playing through this side lane and FPX are like, right, well, if you're just going to keep shoving side lanes, we still have Baron buff for a little bit of time. There's no inhibitor that can really stop us mid. They just end the game.
And that's an end that you would get tilted.